Glad to see you all again. It was kind of you to applaud. There is no reason for such an applause. If I've done what I hope I've done, that is but what I should do. You know that in this story there has been less of publicity than in most international affairs of the first order. For example, you saw that all the communiques from Peking were rather short, rather factual. I would like to say that that was my suggestion, that the publicity was handled in that way, and I take the full responsibility for this kind of curtain round our talks. The reason is a simple one. You know that I am, and we certainly all are, in favor of what is called open diplomacy. However, I guess that without digging too far back into our memories, we can all find good examples when immature or premature open diplomacy have wrecked a case. After all, open diplomacy is a must in a democratic world. But on the other hand, open diplomacy, or the false kind of publicity at the wrong stage, prematurely, has often frozen positions in a way which has rendered a solution much more difficult. That, and only that, is the reason why I myself have stuck to a very restrained and cautious attitude and policy indeed. I feel that nobody is served, no interest is served, if we were to have the so-called full light of publicity on these talks, on this affair, at a stage where that light might render a solution more difficult because it might tend to freeze positions. I trust that in the light of your own experiences you can see that this is not any imagined dangers. They are very real, and there are very many examples in modern history. So much in explanation of the policy which I wanted to explain to you, because it means a departure from what I consider to be a sound principle. Else, with that background, I would like, first of all, to read to you a statement which really brings out what I myself feel, what I would like to say on the main political issue. As you will remember, the General Assembly requested the Secretary-General to seek the release of the 11 flyers and other United Nations command personnel and make, I quote, continuing and unremitting efforts, unquote, to this end. As a first step in my own approach to this question, I made the decision to go to Peking. As I saw the situation, it was essential to establish such a contact in order to place before Mr. Chu Enlai the full and complete case for the release of the convicted men. This I have done. I have also listened to his viewpoint. There was need to exchange information in this way, so that the facts might be brought out clearly and possible misunderstandings might be straightened out. I may say that our discussions were very thorough, and that the visit to Peking has achieved what I was aiming at in this first step. Mr. Chu Enlai also gave me his views on other questions pertinent to present international tensions. This part of our conversations was, however, entirely apart from the question of the prisoners. No deal of any kind, nor any link between these other questions and the prisoner question was suggested by either side. As you know from the communique, Mr. Chu Enlai and I hope to be able to continue our contacts. I cannot tell you at this time what next steps will be, but I do feel, as I said last night, that the door has been opened and can be kept open given restraint on all sides. After the first introductory observations of the CAF to explain my general attitude to the publicity aspect of this question, and after reading to you this statement, I would invite you to ask me questions, and I hope that you will take into account the limits I have to impose on myself.